So first, I would like to introduce four of our presenters. Here's Narangoo from Mongolia, Natia from Georgia, and we've got two gentlemen from Brazil, Daniel and Louis. So we'll start from Narangoo from Mongolia. She's going to take us to the nomadic lifestyle, just like her dressed today. Okay, so that's welcome, Narangoo.
Yeah. Good afternoon. I'm Narangoo from Mongolia, and today I will present about a museum of nomadic lifestyle. So, what is nomadism and what is emphasized? Population? Is it always going somewhere else? There are many different nomadic ethnic groups in the world, and they all have distinct characteristics such as language, place of residence, and manner of expressing how they lived. Not getting together in one place to share our stories and not making ourselves known is further loss of our cultural values in today's rapidly developing world. It has become important to inform the public how to recognize historical and cultural monuments and how to protect and preserve them. In Mongolia, there are 9 public and 17 private museums. They have small museums showing their nature and history. Mongolia, who lived a nomadic life more than 2,000 years, we had a fully settled capital city since beginning of the 20th century. In 1921, the first modern museum was established, and in 1971, the first standard museum building was built. It wasn't long before we got to know the museum that protects and research and promote our history and nature and culture. Nomadic cultures exchange their culture most through population and land, especially including intangible heritage. So we are moving towards to use virtual technology to promote, preserve, and promote intangible cultural heritage and urban settlements. In this, we are increasing to use Karakoram city, the ancient capital city of Mongolian Empire, in virtual reality to introduce people to it and introduce it to children and young people to protect and preserve it. Introduce it to tourists by comparing it with the artifacts found in archaeological excavations and historical sources. For example, in 2021, civic content in Mongolian and the Mongolian National Museum of Mongolia depicted the city of Hybernská and placed it in the museum hall at the peak of school year in order to preserve its history and culture, increasing the number of visitors to the museum. We let the youth know the museums can be more modern and technological. However, mostly private digital companies are doing this work. Also, to introduce all kinds of museums. Museums created in VR were placed in classrooms of schools and presented during the school break times. And it's more common in Mongolia for people to come to museum to take natural and historical, mental, and art education courses. Nomadic cultures exchange their culture most through population and land, especially intangible heritage. And we are moving towards the use virtual technology. We are now opening a new museum called Chinggis Khan. We collected all the heritage from all over the country, and it's more modern. And the museum have more modern technology, and it's more urbanized method to promote the nomadic heritage. And also from 2017. We started a new project. It's called a Pocket Guide to preserve and promote the cultural heritage of nomadic people. Because, when the tourists come to Mongolia and also domestic tourists come to Mongolia, they don't know about the heritage, and they don't know how to preserve it. So we start working with the mobile company called Mobicom, and we start making the SIM card with the QR code. And the QR code will guide you to download the application. It's like new connection ways. Application can guide you to how to participate the movement of how to preserve and promote the intangible heritage. So we see that the new technology can transform the intangible heritage to tangible heritage. So we see that the Silk Road areas can participate in this application, first of all. And the Mongolian nomadic people start using mobile phone. They all have mobile phone. Also, they use solar panels. So it's more eco and more close to sustainable ways to use. So we are seeing this is the new pocket museum. So people can use it somewhere in the countryside and to preserve and promote and can participate in the movement. So this is the new way to can promote the nomadic lifestyle. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can we have any questions or comments from the audience?
I just wanted to ask that, for example, when I come to a country, I can also use this pocket guide. It's in English language, or it's only for the locals to preserve their heritage.
So first we are planning to develop this application, this technology for the tourists in English. So we are started working on that.
Can you tell us about why you wore this costume today?
It's Mongolian traditional costume called Del. So I want to wear it for this special occasion. So this.
Thank you.